Those are bees. I look ridiculous, I know. I use 2 hats, but we are making an unexpected trip to the bee yard. I noticed, I went out to check on my chickens and I noticed 4 of them were all the way over by the bee yard, which is quite a trip. And they were around a tree, and I was wondering why, and I think I figured out why. And that why is because, let's go around here, see if you can see what I see. Those are bees. And I don't know if they're trying to make a hive right there, or if they are just resting, but I'm not looking to find out. If I had to guess, this is probably the hive that got poured on, that the lid flew off of, although I'm seeing several bees there, so I'm probably, yeah, I mean, there's still bees right there in that hive. There's bees at all of the hives. So I'm gonna do a very quick hive check, and then I'm gonna see if this is just maybe some of my bees that absconded, like maybe I missed a queen cell and this is just a split that they did. Either way, I'm gonna have to get those bad boys. Yeah, they haven't made any comb yet, which makes sense. I've been wanting to come out and check on that hive that got rained on and in a little bit whenever the lid flew off, and I ran out there to put it back on, but it has been so darn wet. I love it because we need the rain, but it means I can't get into my hives. I wasn't comfortable getting in my hives. Apparently today, at least one of my hives is comfortable enough to abscond or split or both. Well, maybe not both. I don't know if they're interchangeable or not. Either way, I have to go catch them, and I might be having 6 hives today, starting today. I'll probably just put them in a nuke box that I got those bad boys in, those first 5 hives in originally, and take some comb, some brood, and some honey and give it to them, and we shall see what happens. First glances tell me that they still have plenty of bees. That was where it rained on them, and it doesn't even seem to faze them. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke them down a little bit more. See if I can't get them to go down a little bit, or scatter anyway. Pop open this inner cover. It's actually looking like they need another box, a super. I've been wanting to wait so I can get my queen excluder on. I don't want my queen up in the honey. But if I have to do it now, I will, because I don't want that to happen either. I don't want that to happen more than I don't want the queen to have brood in with the honey. Oh yeah. This is full. It would not surprise me if they just absconded because of lack of space, honestly, based off of this. These are drawn out and full and capped. You know what? I don't even think I'm gonna get in here any further. Maybe just a little bit, but not much. Because, oh gosh. Gosh. Can I please have just this one frame? Okay, I guess if I have to get this outer one first, I can. has any problems from getting the little bit of wet that it did. So I have to get another box on it, but that is going to be for a different day because I'm afraid that it's going to rain. It looks like it might rain. I'm just going to pop these other ones open really fast, and then I'm going to grab the split. That was definitely the angriest I've ever made any hive. It was the third hive in, and they are pissed. I took one of their brood frames because it seemed to be the best. I took honey from the second hive, so this is the first hive. I didn't take anything from it just in case it was still dealing with water that I didn't notice, because it only happened, the rain thing only happened like 5 or 6 days ago. So I'm not taking anything out of it just because don't want to stress out the hive too much. Then that one is the one that I took the honey from because it did not have, in the top box anyway, it did not have any good brood that wasn't already hatching out. Like, it was partially hatched out. And I wanted something that was a little bit more solid of a sheet still, that wasn't hatched out yet. Then that third hive is the one that is angry, very angry right now. It's pissed. They are still swarming me like crazy. I took brood out of their hive. It makes sense why they're pissed. I don't blame them for it. I'm gonna let them calm down a little bit, smoke myself some more, and see if I can't get then the 5-frame nuke to hold our little swarm over there in the tree. I can't tell if I'm sweating or if it's humidity that's just sticking to me and dripping everywhere, but I can't hardly see out of my glasses, so I'm just looking like this all the time right now. But the reason I've decided on a nuke instead of a box, like a bee box, a brood box, is because I don't think that swarm is big enough to be able to defend itself against maybe robber bees or beetles or anything else if it's not started out in something smaller. So I have my 5-frame nuke boxes that I have from getting these 5 hives. So I'm just going to take one of those with 3 new frames and 1 drawn out honey, or 1 drawn out and capped honey, and 1 brood. So I'm gonna go position that and try and get the rest of these guys off of me before I start messing with the swarm, because I don't want the swarm to be deterred by the angry others.
Okay. So these bees are fanning their butts, telling the rest of their bee friends up here, hey, we found a home that we like, which is fantastic, but there's not quite enough of them fanning their butts. Well, now there's quite a few more. I don't know if the queen is in there. This is my first time ever doing anything with a swarm. And it just so happened to be mine because apparently I didn't do something that the other... Oh, I think... Is that her? No, that's not her. bees flying around, but they are not going after me, like hardly at all. And I'm not convinced that the ones that are going after me aren't just leftovers from the last hive that was so angry that I got into them right now. They tickle. They're just sniffing around on my glove. My glove is covered in pollen and honey and with as much as these guys are loving their new place and fanning their butts, there is a good chance that she's already in here. And if she's not, I guess I'll find out. I'm not really sure what to do. I can't find her. And like I said, this is my first time ever working with the swarm, so. I'm probably just going to shake the rest of these guys down into my little nuke box. Take one more cluster. See if she's in it. They're holding on to each other still. Alright, this is the fun part. Let's see. Make sure I can grab this, because it's gonna be... Alright, so they're all on this one branch. Ready? Yep, they're gonna go mostly in the box. There they are. Now let's see. There's a fantastic chance that she's already in the box because they are marching up the box and to the box to get into the box. Oh. Stop stinging me. Okay, so what I've seen other beekeepers do is just leaving them alone and letting them all march into the box on their own after most of them have done their hormone thing. The reason this is happening, my understanding is they still smell the queen on these branches. Oh, I found her. There she is, right there. And she just went in the box. All right, I'm convinced they are going to stay, except that I didn't get the clean clip on. She went into the box before I could. But she is definitely in now, so hopefully that means they're gonna stay. It's been an hour. There's still quite a few up there. I'm worried, like they really, really need to be down in their box. And I need to close them up for the night. It is time for them to be closed up for the night. Unfortunately, that means that any stragglers are probably just going to be left behind. I'm gonna scoop who I can into the box. Please go in. Please go in. Please go in. Please stay in. Because I have to close up your box, girls.